Welcome to Pure Country Reacts. This is going to be sort of kind of a mixed video when we actually get all this completed. As those of you who may subscribe to us or stumble on some of our videos on our channel, we do some cooking. We have not done a lot of cooking, but we have done some of the more, I would say, not intricate, but maybe some of the things that we like to do as far as meals. We plan on doing more of those, and we plan on even trying some new stuff too, and videoing that. But on this episode, we've watched several people react to someone called Kay's Cooking. And for those of you who don't know Kay's Cooking, Kay is obviously a British lady, and she does cooking videos. But people react to Kay's cooking videos because what she makes looks really wrong,
bless her heart.
Or is performed really wrong, or whatever. I bet you she's probably the sweetest lady probably in the whole wide world, but whoever she gets these recipes from or these instructions from is maybe doing it to make her look like she didn't know what she's doing. But anyway, I mean, she has like 164,000 subscribers, so a lot of people are used to Kay. And so what we wanted to do was those meals that she makes, if we make those same meals, then what we wanted to do was sort of kind of do a reaction to Kay's meal, and then we want to throw our version sort of kind of in the same mix. So her version may come from whoever, I don't know if she Googles it, if she YouTubes it, if she knows people, if people leave her these recipes. I don't know where they come from for her. And so some of them that we know, we want to put those together. So the first one we're going to be doing is vegetable soup. We've got a vegetable soup out there, and what's the other thing that we've got? I don't think I've posted it yet.
Meatballs?
Meatballs, yeah. We've got meatballs. Well, I've got to get those videos together. Anyway, that's what this is going to be. We're going to review or react or commentate to Kay's Cooking, and then we're going to want to do our version of it. So, what was the last thing I said? Anyway, we're going to review Kay's vegetable soup, and then on the back side we will post our version of vegetable soup. And it's not to put Kay down in any way, shape, or form. It's really funny to watch people react to her cooking. And bless her heart, I'm guessing she might be clueless. I'm not really sure, but it's still really enjoyable to watch if you can sit through the video, because I have saw a video, and I'm hoping it's not this one, that I could actually not watch.
No. It's not this one. That one was alphabet soup. We're not doing that one. I don't make alphabet soup, so I won't have to worry about it. I actually could not watch the making of that one because it really turned my stomach. That's just me. Okay, it's just me. But anyway, we are going to review Kay's Cooking, and this is going to be her vegetable soup and roll, she says.
Vegetable soup with a bagel.
You're going to have to restart it.
Right, as you can probably see, I've got most of the stuff cut up. Just make it a bit smaller.
So she's going to do it with broccoli. And I guess it's okay to do any kind of vegetables that you want. We just do the traditional ones typically.
There's some big bits I've left.
I mean, it can be. The thing is, you just have to cook it right, and you have to season it right.
Looks like she's got green beans, broccoli, carrots.
Looks like that's about it.
I'll cut some bits up because there's some small enough to go in.
And if you ever watch men react to this, which is so funny, they're always like critiquing and criticizing or cutting. Hey, women know how to cut stuff. I mean, we don't have to do it the Gordon Ramsay way.
Put any vegetables in.
The thing is they don't really, the problem is you don't know how hard you're going to be cutting through something you can cut your.
And now we're going to put these green beans in.
She's got sugar sitting out there too.
These green beans. I don't know if you can see the green beans, but we're going to put them in whole. But when I thought about it, and I thought, well, it's a soup, and you don't want things like big green beans. So what I'm going to do is just cut them.
Okay, so she has fresh green beans and fresh broccoli. We don't use fresh because I work all day. She colleges all day, so
I've got some carrots as well.
We do massive cheating. We do a lot of canned stuff.
I know they say you can leave on one of the shows, cooking shows I watched.
So you
it says you can leave.
That's what's so bad is I've seen a couple of her videos. I'm trying to save a lot of them for the reaction show, so it's a true reaction. But I did hear that she has experience in cooking. And then she says she says she watches a cooking show.
It must be a British one.
But she still gets things so wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
And we don't know. I mean, if she's trying to make a channel just for cooking bad, then she's probably nailed it.
But that's such a waste of food, though. If that's genuinely what this is supposed to be.
We don't know, but all of her videos, we haven't saw them all, but the ones that we have saw are really, really off the mark as far as we know that meal or whatever. If we've seen the meal or tasted the meal or whatever, they seem way off the mark. And this will be y'all's first introduction to Kay's cooking, so you'll see how off the mark it'll be. I've not seen the vegetable soup one, have I? I've not seen this one. So, and I know everybody does things differently. Let's see what she's going to do on this one.
Leave the skin on. It's as good as the carrot itself. But
leave the skin on what?
One of them that always.
I think she's talking about the green beans.
Oh, wait, you didn't cut all the way through it.
I know, you're
now,
not. You
I do cheat on the carrots a lot of times.
It's not sharp. It's just that
I may buy like the midget carrots or the shorter carrots and cut those up. I never buy a huge long carrot when I'm going to make soup. I do fresh on that. The potatoes, we usually only go fresh on those when we're doing like something in the crock pot, and then I'll know they'll be done by the time that's done. But she uses a lot of fresh stuff except for occasionally, you know. So yeah, I would never use the big carrot just because that's just too much carrot for me to try to cut. I'm either gonna go ahead and buy it cut, or I'm gonna buy the little midget ones and I'm gonna cut them myself.
Or you just use the other side of the grater. You can just.
Or you could do that too. Yeah.
The thing is, we don't have a grater yet. We did have one, but we know where that one went.
Yeah, so that one's gone. And that's all I will say about that. But yeah, we don't have a grater right now.
I can't actually see what I'm putting. I can't see what I'm putting, but no, you know.
Her fingers are not curled in either.
She's picking up speed.
That's too much carrot for my liking.
That's it, all broke up.
You didn't break the... Yeah, I was about to say.
That's it.
Okay.
A bit of...
So we've got broccoli, green beans, carrots.
Why don't you open this bloody thing? No, that's it. Bits of salt.
And that's another thing. That's another thing that Lacey and I have noticed with a lot of her cooking. She does not utilize a whole lot of spices. As a matter of fact, sometimes she doesn't utilize any spices. So she just salted this, and there's no liquid in there at all right now.
Nope.
So
that's not gonna.
That's not gonna help the
flavoring.
taste on this. Yeah. So let's just see where she's gonna go with this. Hopefully, she's gonna season more. Let's hope.
A bit of pepper.
You need liquid in there.
And she uses white pepper.
I'm going to throw some OXO cubes in it. If I can find out how to open them, we might go now.
What's she going to put in it?
What are you putting in there?
Put paper on there. Just
I thought she said some
cubes of what?
Cubes.
And I'm going to...
What is it?
Ouch.
What is that? What is that?
Sprinkle that. So,
maybe it's like a bouillon cube.
I might need to add a bit more later on.
Is it?
Or to make it a bit thicker, huh?
That's what meat's for.
Thicker, that's not word, is it?
But she might just be making vegetable soup, not vegetable beef, like we do, maybe. What is that?
Now it's the bread turn.
Okay.
That's the yeast.
Yeast.
Anyone's wondering?
Because she was going to make rolls too, was she not?
I can't even see them. 4 tablespoons of sugar, which I'm going to move that bowl and put that one there so you can see what I'm doing.
So I guess she's doing her mise en place. Not really, but...
Not in proper order, but alright.
1, 2, 2.
Thank God she didn't put the sugar in the vegetable soup. I was worried
3,
for a minute.
4.
She said 4 tablespoons, and she actually used a tablespoon.
I mixed the yeast with 1 tablespoon of sugar. So that's it. Right.
What's the rest of that for?
Then what is 2 teaspoons of salt. Could you get me a teaspoon out, please? I thought I'd got one out.
And she's usually talking to her son. He does the filming.
The
Cameraman.
Bread flour. Well, I've got strong bread flour. Should be the same, shouldn't it? So that's about 7 ounces.
And I can tell you, I don't make fresh bread, fresh rolls, or nothing like that. I couldn't.
We can't afford it, really.
Well,
and we don't have the time either.
Right, but I never could make them good. When I tried to make biscuits, like my grandma, they turned into stones. So
I'd love to, but we just don't have the time.
I buy the bag. Yeah, this. If I ain't got time to mix all that.
She hasn't put all the dry together.
2 teaspoons of salt.
Okay, so you had to get the salt for her. And an actual teaspoon.
Why did you put the liquid in that order? Oh my God.
Whoa. 1. 2. Right, so
that's going to stick to this spoon.
Not camera. So mix that in. Mix in the yeast with the sugar, the salt. I don't know what it's supposed to have done in that 10 minutes. But now it says add a teaspoon of flour. Oh, first of all, it says add 200 millilitres of water, which I think is far too much, but
really, if you think it's wrong, then why would you put stock into what other people are telling you to do instead of finding your own recipe?
I don't think she thinks it's wrong. Okay, this looks really, really wrong to me.
That's why I said dry ingredients first, and then you.
Hold on.
You're supposed to have the flour in a separate bowl, then you pour the liquid on it.
Okay.
No.
Mix it till it's a bit more sugar.
Ooh.
Hey, the sugar's not the part.
You just keep mixing this. Apparently, till it goes to a dough.
It's not anywhere near a dough just yet.
Personally, there's too much water in it.
She just realized there's too much water in there.
More sugar. Put it all in. That's it. That's all the sugar gone.
That's gonna be some sweet bread.
It's just a case of mixing all the flour in. I'm going to put it all in at once because it says not to put it in all at once.
Just dump the whole thing in. You dumped all the sugar in. Why not do the whole flour?
And I'm hoping it does actually resemble a dough.
Oh, this hurts my soul.
So she's constantly stirring here because she's trying to turn it into a dough.
And really, you're actually supposed to use your hands when making a dough. It doesn't work with a spoon.
Yeah, well, this is sort of kind of an example of her working sort of kind of backwards and wrong sometimes, for sure.
Every time I put the flour
it's
in,
clumping.
Are you still filming this?
Yeah, because didn't you say that she mentioned in one of her videos that she had actually went to a cooking school, a culinary school?
You think she'd know?
I don't know where.
I don't know where she went to school, but
or what skills that she was or was not taught.
But I know people who have never went to culinary school, have more experience in cooking than this.
Actually,
that's not a dough still.
It's actually getting thicker as I'm mixing it.
Yeah, but it's definitely not a dough.
That's not dough. That's batter.
But I still think that needs a little bit more extra flour in. Because I don't think dough is supposed to be like that.
No.
Right, as you can see, it's come out. I did need to add flour. I'll not lie to you. I'll tell you.
It still doesn't seem right. It seems too.
It was as soppy as wallpaper paste.
It's still like it. It's like a.
No worry. It's alright. It's come round now. It says I've got to.
Well, at least she added more flour. She has it on the counter now.
Needed. Still a bit wet.
Yeah, because it's not enough flour.
When you get your pastry. Why am I saying pastry? It's not pastry.
See, look at
it's dough. When you get your dough out or pastry out, it's supposed to be. It is actually supposed to be wet when you get it out. But that was
this
just
is why I don't make things like this.
Wet, but never mind.
I cheat. I buy bags of it already made.
Give it more, do I?
Bless her.
You needed it in the batter, not on the outside.
To show it now. I think I've kneaded it enough.
No.
Never know.
Just
not getting any. Oh
no.
My word! It's sticking to table.
Oh,
that's too wet.
My gosh! Get you some more flour. Oh my Lord! I think she's about out of flour.
Put in a bowl
here.
And leave for 1 hour.
Yeah, now she's going to try to let it rise.
So doubled in size.
Yeah.
Don't double in size. No.
I don't think that's going to happen. How that does look.
So I'm going to put this in the bowl. I made the bread in for it to double in size.
Are you going to cover it?
That's in there. I'm going to cover it with cling film or baking foil. I don't think it really matters. Normally it should be a wet tea towel. Right, it's had its hour and doubled in size. Well, out. Come on out.
We didn't see what it looked like.
No, maybe it didn't double in size.
Nope, it didn't.
Well, that's
because it's too wet.
And what it said, I've read it, is break some off.
On Reddit. No, you never get things off Reddit.
That is like elastic to me. Break off.
Reddit's more of a scam than anything.
You think? I don't think I've ever really
like a bowl.
paid any
When it comes to cooking stuff, a lot of people have a lot of complaints about their recipes. That's on there.
That's it, right?
You needed to just restart this thing whole over.
I think she's used all of her flour.
Now, I'm not sure about bagels because I think bagels have got hole in the middle.
I guess you're going to create art.
Well, if it's going to be rolls, why don't you make like this isn't going to turn out, I don't think.
And she's coated the whole thing in butter.
I'm going to put one in each corner.
Well, the pan is for sure.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Well, you know, my grandma used to do, I think she used to cover pans in large.
Make another 5 bagels or bread cakes, whichever you want to call them.
They're not even cakes.
As you can see, I've greased the tray. So, yeah, I'm going to put them in the oven and we're going to hopefully see how they turn out.
I can't wait to see what these are going to look like. Whoa.
Right, as you can see, the soup's now done. The bread's also done.
Okay.
So I'm going to do it. I'm going to get some soup, huh?
That is the soup. Oh, that's all. Soup.
That's all.
So she must have put bouillon cubes in there, beef bouillon.
That's not flavorful at all, and it's not filling.
And it doesn't look like vegetable soup.
Yeah, I need a spatula for that one. Oh, and that's rock.
Well, it's supposed to be a bagel, but it's
you might need to cut your eye off.
And Lee is coming to do the taste test.
And Lee, the son, is the taste tester.
So be careful.
Prepare your teeth.
So here's your bread cake. That's hot.
You're going to dip it in there. Okay, it didn't crunch and break teeth. I think it looks more like a homemade biscuit would look, but...
Hot in it.
It's like...
Oh, the bread looked a little solid.
It doesn't taste like a bread cake. I know you put the bread cake, but it's like... You know we have like warm, chewy bread? It tastes like that.
That is warm bread. That's what bread tastes like. It's got to go cold, but you've got it while it was hot.
Well...
That's why it's chewy.
This boy's really good at lying.
Believe me, I've had enough warm bread to find that out.
Yep.
Careful, that's going to be really, really hot.
Yeah, this is why you blow.
You might need some water. He probably burnt every hair off his tongue doing that.
Yeah, that's why you blow on your food.
Lovely, gorgeous, tastes nice, which I didn't think it was, you know, with the like all vegetables, but it just tastes nice. Thumbs up.
Wow, that's very good. Thank you. Bye.
And honestly, I would say Kay is just a sweet person. So that is the first Kay's cooking video that we're sharing with you. And as you can tell, some things are very cringe-worthy. Some things she does definitely different than I think a lot of other people do, but she's British and I don't know how they do things in Britain. But what we wanted to do, and we may do this with other people as well, we're gonna view those videos, react to those videos, and then maybe do the same dish, meal, soup, whatever. But that's sort of kind of what we're planning on doing. So the next thing you're gonna see on here is going to be our vegetable soup, but our vegetable soup is vegetable beef soup. So you'll see there are differences with that. What it's going to consist of is a pound of ground beef. Usually I use the big fat can of veg oil, but they didn't have it, so I'm using 2 cans of veg oil, and it is the 15 ounces. We're going to use an 8-ounce tomato sauce. We're going to use a can of tomatoes and okra. It's a 14.5 ounce. We're going to use salt, onion pepper, ground pepper, and garlic powder. So let's get this started with browning the ground beef. Oh, and make sure you use the lean, okay? Don't want a lot of fat in there. Alright, so we've broken up the ground beef, and Lexi is seasoning the ground beef with the salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and the black pepper.
You gotta get the whole thing.
I don't have to get the whole thing, no. She says. Go ahead and season first. Season your meat first, though. So now that we've added everything, bump it up until it starts to boil, and then turn it down on simmer for just a few minutes. Alright, at this point we have put some more water in there, and she is salting it. And one thing that I like to do is I like to put about a tablespoonful of butter in as well. That's just something I like to do. It doesn't have to be done, but you can do that. And soup is done. I like to sprinkle shredded cheese on mine, but this is the end result. And obviously it's chock full of all of our vegetables and our seasonings, and you can eat this with crackers. You can eat it with toast or cornbread or whatever you want to do, or by itself, which is typically what I do. But you don't have to add as much water as we did, or you can add more to it. Obviously these directions are flexible dependent upon your taste and how much broth that you want. We like a lot. So this is our rendition of vegetable soup, and if you haven't done it already, please subscribe where you'll know when our videos are going to come out. And until next time, peace guys.